Everyone, and happy Tuesday. This is Mark Anthony with Not Your Father's Crypto. Today I wanted to talk about the upcoming Bitcoin convention in Miami Beach. Starting on the 6th, we are just under 24 hours until this conference commences, and wanted to get into a little bit about who will be there and some interesting news to note leading up to the event that we have recently discovered, and that we will be talking about how the Bitcoin chart is leading into the week, and not only that, but in recent years, how the Bitcoin chart has reacted in the market down the line with the event and what comes from the event. In recent years, there's always been some kind of big bombshell that's dropped that has shook the chart, and basically what kind of investment strategies that you may have if you want to play something before the event, or just sit back and watch. And if you're a holder of Bitcoin and you just want to hodl and just ride out the event and see what comes about, and just enjoy the ride with your long play on Bitcoin, that's definitely an option. So just let's get down into it and look into the Bitcoin chart. So as of 8 a.m. this morning, we're still trading sideways, up 20% approximately in the last month. We're still at that 46.5, 46.6 range that we've been kind of hitting that resistance and not really bumping out of that 47, 47.5 range that we had as of recent. And from there, I want to kind of point kind of a surprise announcement. Let's get into it about not so much a CEO. You're used to hearing about the CEOs, the high big money wealth billionaires that come to Bitcoin, the politicians, whatnot, anybody of influence. So we're going to take a step sideways, and we're going to talk about some of the athletes, some of the pop culture influencers, some of the people that will be there that is noteworthy from a social, from a pop culture standpoint, and something that may, catch your eyes different than what other people are looking forward to. So, a couple of the big name athletes, there's going to be some MMA fighters. Aaron Rodgers will be there, future Hall of Famer, Super Bowl quarterback, Green Bay Packers. Very polarizing in the news. Interested to hear what he has to say about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Definitely going to be trying to track him down. Odell Beckham Jr., wide receiver, recently won a Super Bowl with the Los Angeles Rams. Interested to note, he took his salary, or portion of his salary, I believe it actually might have even been just his signing bonus. He took it in the form of Bitcoin. So a lot of people have been doing that, and it's very controversial because it is a marketing ploy, and it definitely gets them in the news when, say, like how Bitcoin fell from when he received his original deal. He became subject to a lot of criticism and scrutiny about how much money he actually lost by taking his contract in Bitcoin. Little do people know, I think there's a little bit on the back end that makes that a little bit more lucrative than what meets the eye. So not really too concerned, and I think he's just doing fine. So he'll be there. Definitely somebody that, as a worldwide celebrity in the NFL, people will definitely be interested to see if he has any speaking or what he's involved with at the conference. But mainly what we're going to talk about is probably the most polarizing sports news media guru, I guess CEO now, is Dave Portnoy. Dave Portnoy is the CEO, founder of Barstool Sports, which takes a very interesting, laid-back approach with injecting a lot of humor into everyday sports and what goes on in the sports media. Recently announced as a surprise speaker, he will be speaking. I'm not sure on the date, if it's going to be the 6th, 7th, or the 8th. I'm not sure on that. I don't know what stage he'll be on, but Dave Portnoy recently announced will be there. So it's interesting to see how he relates to cryptocurrency, because if you remember back in 2021, there was a lot of media hype about his investment that he made into Bitcoin. So to talk about that, we're just going to go over what the facts of what we know went down. So back when Bitcoin was trading at about 36,000, he bought approximately just under 30 Bitcoins valuing over $1 million. So you can see and do the math if you want to calculate it, how much that would be worth today at a investment of just under $1.1 million. So basically, he'd be, just rough math would be 25-30% increase on that million. So there's also the fact that he became known for his video he made because he took, I guess, everything he had in 2020. So he says, but I don't believe that. But when he did that, he basically bought it at, I think, around 10,000, 11,000 level, and just, missing out on a 4x, 4 plus X in today's market is just definitely dissatisfying with that amount of money. So this is a little graphic, but we're going to take a look at how he kind of his persona, for those of you that don't know him, kind of just how he went about his reaction and kind of gauging his climate leading up to his speaking. So definitely going to add to the hype and basically the candor of what's going to happen, because nobody knows, and that's kind of his unpredictability is kind of how he sells his stock, if you will, with how he makes his money in the sense of comedy and the media. So let's take a look at Dave Portnoy back in 2021 and his reaction to selling his Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's the only thing that doesn't go down. 51,000. Bitcoin's at fucking 51,000. It was at 11,000 in August. Jesus Christ. I'm never buying Bitcoin. Never. Never, never. I don't believe a thing about it, but I do think it's profitable. I think there's enough steam that it may just continue to go up forever, but I don't buy the underlying junk behind it. I know it makes money. I know the bubbly gang's behind it, and I know everyone else is bubbly gang-esque. Congratulations to them. They're driving Ferraris and buying houses from underneath me, but nope, not doing it.
So there you have it. A little salty about buying into that 11K level and seeing how that investment would have turned out in 2022. But definitely an interesting story worth noting. Also worth noting that Dave Portnoy is a holder in Penn National Gaming from the merger of Barstool Sports, an acquisition that Penn National did back as of late, and he's doing quite all right on that front. So not only did he miss out on Bitcoin, I think he's done a lot of financial plays, and he's been very successful to this point. So interested to see what he has to say, and just want to take a recent look back on February 4th just to see how that his sentiment on Bitcoin has changed. And this is a month, a little over a month ago. But this is basically going to be a little different than the salt in his wounds that he had back in 2000. So here we go.
This morning it's at $39,000 per coin. Now it's gone up significantly today. Let's bring in Dave Portnoy. Portnoy, always welcome on the show. Great to see you again, sir. Thanks for being here. Now, as I understand it, you just spent, $1 million on Bitcoin. I want to know your plan. Are you going to trade it daily, or are you just going to hold it forever?
Diamond hand stored. I'm not doing anything with these. I bought 29 Bitcoins. I've been in and out of Bitcoin. I bought it when it was 11,000. I sold it the next day. I got mocked across the internet for doing that. People called me paper hands. I was waiting for my re-entry point. Fool me once.
There you have it, everyone. Diamond Hands, Dave Portnoy. Looking forward to what Dave has to say amongst other celebrities that will be at the conference. And like always, not financial advice. Do your own research, and we'll have updates along the way. See you in Miami. Have a day.